Today I want to finish a conversation that I started with you guys in the last video. And so if you have not taken the time or somehow you missed that video, make sure that you click the link right here to go check that out, because it is going to provide some very necessary context in order to be able to understand what I'm talking about and what I'm helping you guys see today. Now, in that video, we discussed the importance of understanding that when it comes to war, you need to be able to think about how it functions on not just a tactical level, but also on a strategic and on a goal or a mission-based level as well. I alluded a little bit to the fact that that works with your style, and then I told you that today I was going to be giving you some in-depth insight on what that actually looks like. And so that's what we're here to talk about, is how that three-tiered system is actually applicable to your clothing. Now, most guys, when they think about style, they just immediately assume suits. In fact, I was at a conference just the other day, and as I tell these people who were there that I'm an image consultant or that I help men dress better, they all automatically just think that what I do is I put guys in suits. And that's a huge problem, because a suit is one tactic for dressing well. But if you're going to the gym, or if you're going to the beach, or if you're going to any number of other places, especially in 2017, as a suit becomes less and less this socially dominant piece of clothing, then a suit is not always going to be appropriate. It can be a totally inappropriate tactic. And now I understand why they think that, why they assume that, because we've been told for so long that that one tactic is the only thing you need to know in order to get the job done. It's kind of like saying all you need is a rocket launcher, and that there's no use for a tank or a sniper rifle or a handgun or anything else. That a rocket launcher is the only effective tool the military needs, and so that's all we have to equip everybody with. Obviously that doesn't work in that context, and obviously a suit doesn't work in that context either. So let's dial it over here to this idea of you need to first understand what your mission or what your goals are. Now, when it comes to how most of us are as men, there are a few different things that we want to communicate. Those can be things like power or status or respectability or self-respect or competency or any other thing. But in order to dress well, you need to think about what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish with your clothes, what it is that you want to communicate not only to other people, but what it is that you want to communicate to yourself. Once you've established that mission or that objective, then you can dive in a little bit more deeply into the idea of strategies. And strategies, again, is not saying I would like to look respectable, therefore I am going to wear a suit, because again, you're not factoring in the lay of the land or what the enemy is doing or all these other variables that are important. And so being able to factor in other things like the environment in which you're wearing your clothing, how it's going to be perceived by the other people around you, how it's going to feel for you. Are you going to feel authentic wearing this, or are you going to feel like a total fake? What it's going to do as far as relate to how you interact with the world around you, or even is it worth the effort, the discomfort, the money, the time, the energy? Is it worth it to do all of that in order to get this result, or is the result not worth all that? You need to factor those elements and those components in order to be able to then come up with the right tactic. Then be able to look at, is a suit the right option, or is a Henley the right option, or is any other article of clothing or color or pattern or texture or material or anything else at that point. Then and only then do you have enough information to be able to make an effective decision that actually benefits your life, as opposed to just being overly simplistic and thinking good style equals suiting. And that's why today I'm excited to be able to show you something that is going to help you out directly. I want to show you guys my new book, The Appearance of Power. This is how masculinity is expressed through aesthetics. And the entire basis of this book is teaching you how you can, and how men throughout history have, started with a mission-based approach and then turned it into a strategy-based approach, and only then developed the tactics to dress in a way that's appropriate. You can tell just by the images on this cover that these men all care about the way that they look, but none of them dress in a way that is similar to each other. They all have different objectives, they all develop different strategies, and as a result, their tactics that they employed ended up being very different as well. Now, this is available on Amazon. I also have a link for you down below so you can go and check this out. Obviously, we've got the paperback version and it's available in Kindle. Honestly, you guys, this is going to be a game changer. This is the book that nobody else has written, because this way of thinking, when it comes to you, your style, your appearance, how that can improve your life, nobody thinks about it this way. You need to read this book in order to be able to understand missions, strategies, and then spend all the time you want on my channel, on other channels, on forums, on blogs, focusing on tactics. But if you start with tactics, you're never going to be able to make the progress that you want. You are going to waste time, you're going to waste energy, you're going to waste money chasing looks or styles or outfits that may be totally wrong for you. So again, check out The Appearance of Power. I've got a link for you below, and I can't wait to hear what you think of it.